Right, we were talking, I was trying to start it again. We were talking about your music and you said that other people ripped off your songs. You know, Neil Diamond.
Everybody does. That's the whole world. Everybody does it. Everybody does. You do it automatically. You do it automatically. You got a music called rock and roll. Where did it come from? What does it mean, rock and roll? What is this rock and roll? Where does this rock and roll come from? Do you have a level on this thing? Do you have a level on this thing?
Yeah.
Do you have a red line on it that you can't go any louder than a certain way?
You okay, Ed, I guess? Okay. Yep, you're fine.
Okay. How loud can I go with this? Ah! Ah! Now, that's where rock and roll comes from. Now, you go on a cheer, and you sing on the cheer. Someone hears that. They come in and they're going, ah, ah, and they stay in prison 10 or 15 years, and when they're leaving, they're going, ah, ah. You see it? In other words, you got your majesty upside down, and music comes from the crown. Music comes from your king. Music comes from your Lord. Music comes from your soul. Hollywood plays music to little girls. I don't play little girl music. I play music for God. I play music for myself. Then when I come up with a song and they change the words, I say, don't change the words. If you change the words, my shadows are running fast, man. I'm running out of the monk's hood. I'm running out of Boys Town, Father Flanagan's, Nebraska. I'm running out of Irish Catholic Church, man. I'm running out of, you see what I'm saying? In other words, I'm running from IRA. I'm running out of everyone that wants to live on the planet Earth, man. I'm running from nowhere and doing nothing. I'm all the same. It's just such as it goes on, and Shakespeare was a clown.
You changed the words of your song.
He changed it for his little girls, for his money. He compromised himself for money. Crime, you don't compromise yourself for money. You got a poker game. If you can't win, you take your pistol and take the money. You play, and then when you see that you can't win, you just take it. You pull your claymore out, man, and you do what any black pirate does, man. You take everything on the board, and you go from another direction, you know.
That's something really important.
Okay.
Okay. Did you really audition for the Monkees?
No. You know the reason they put that on there? Because, this is very intricate, man. The black hand that comes from the Catholic Church, the Romans have been using for years. The black hand is supposedly the hand of God from the cross that's really upside down. It comes from the Negroes and the slaves that Abraham Lincoln played with.
I've been talking to other people. You remember Fred Melcher?
Yeah.
Fred Bridges?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, it's all right. I used to play around with his daughters. That's Frank Costello, Abbott Lou Costello. Yeah, I know those people. Yeah.
I remember you very well.
Yeah. I get around. I know. That's my neighborhood. Like Jimi Hendrix lived 3 doors from Dennis, and Elvis lived 2 blocks. So. That's just like going looking in somebody else's icebox. But you see, here's the thing, man. Like me in particular, I'm not, I'm not impressed very easily by very much. I'm impressed by my counselor and associate warden to see if I can get to get to a guitar. Huh?
You weren't impressed by Elvis.
No, I didn't. We weren't. His divorce court was. That's another thing you got to realize. See, everything here is upside down. Man. Everything that you do goes off to someone else. The real Humphrey Bogart and the real James Cagney was not really criminals. The real criminals died somewhere in San Quentin and Folsom, and the actors took them off, what we call take it off. You take it off and play it. You hear somebody sing something, you hear somebody say something, you say, that's cool. Right on. The underworld, the slang that comes from down under, the kangaroo, the bottles and stoppers with the 1s and 2s to the plates of meat for the jiggles and jars and the hammers and tack in the back. In America, you can't get rock and roll over into the Americans' consciousness unless you go to England, because they got a lock on it. from Nashville. They got a lock on it from James Brown, from the chain gang. They got a lock on it from the prison, because the prison is, a big percentage of prison is run by black inmates. It's run by the fear of black inmates. Fear has a big thing to do with music. Who holds the fear holds the sound. Who holds like the mules get on one side of the mountain and go, oh, 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 and the mules get on the other side and go, oh, oh, and the loudest mule, all the jennies go to the mule that sings the best. It's the same thing with the music. The music has big controls that come out of Boston, that come off the Dukakis campaign, that comes off of John F. Kennedy, that comes off of Castro, that's a play on the Blue Eyes, that's a play on the Spanish court.
So you knew all these movie people then?
Yeah, I had all that. I'm a gangster.
All these,
Yeah, I'm a crook.
But you had music people a bit closer to you though, and thinking of someone like Bobby Beausoleil, who you played the song.
Yeah, Bobby's very good. He's a genius. He's a young genius. I was really impressed by that youngster. He really could get down. See, getting down with music is not the same thing as playing music out front for the people. Getting down with music is going in the mountains and throwing up a fire and getting the drums and getting down. That's really getting funky, man.
So tell us, what was your life about then? Was this the family? Was it really?
No, we lived all the time.
Yeah. Tell us, what was all that about?
Music.
The family.
Music. Music.
Music.
Music. It was called the Family Jams.
Right.
It was a band, the Family Jams. We played at the chorale. We played old country-like music, old-fashioned Lefty Frizzell music, Hank Williams music, old rinky-tink.
Tell us about the spiritual things you did.
Well, we got into the spiritual perspective with the Indians, sweat lodges, and the peace pipes, and the peyote, and the mushrooms. I got some mushrooms from some Azteca. He's like Lord. He's a big Azteca chief. He lives in the roots and herbs of life, man. He's a mighty warrior, man. He's a big person in the underworld. I live in the underworld, man. And there's a lot of characters in the underworld that would be fantasy to you, but they are really real on other levels. Like you go out in the desert and you get into the mushrooms or the peyote or the Sundance. The Sundance is another place that the music comes from. Are you aware of the Sundance? I think you are. You should be. You made a movie about it. The guy called Horse, I think the name of the movie. Well, there's a reality in that Sundance that brings out all the music in you. In other words, it brings out the cross. It brings out all the suffering. It brings out all the majesty in one's soul.
Well, what are the Beatles mean?
Kids. Little kids, yeah, they were little kids. I want to hold your hand, yeah, well, they still want to hold my hand, so it ain't nothing changed. They get older, we get older, but they're just kids as far as I'm concerned. McCartney, or whatever his name is, don't know what he's doing. He's up there making music with people that's creating babies all across the country, that he's the father of all kinds of things that he doesn't even have the brains to realize, You don't lay with that snake, or the snake is going to eat you sooner or later, Then you look down the street and you wonder why your children are all wondering, it's all kinds of different ways and things of doing all kinds of stuff. Huh? Helter Skelter was their song. They wrote it. I didn't have no particular meaning to me. The district attorney picked up on that and made it into his trip.
Where do you think he got it from?
You got to realize a convict's mind. 1944, music's going, well, you have a dog, people are walking on that level, and they're saying, yeah, we're going to blah, 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 blah. And you get locked up, boom, you're in a vacuum. You get back out in 1950, and they're singing, they tried to tell us we're too young, and they're walking a little faster, you think. You get locked back up, and boom, it stops again. You get out in 59, the music going stop there, stop there, don't step to about stay along, and you're saying, wow, man, these people are really, And then you get locked back up and everything stops. You get back out in 67, you go over to see the Grateful Dead, and they're Come, somebody, coming around, I'm man, your mind's going to bigger than the miles an hour, man. I say, woo. You know, that's what I call confusion. That's helter-skelter.